Welcome back, everybody, to Outer
Just
Worlds.
be a minute.
You had a minute. The next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
Anyway, welcome back. This is exactly where I left off at the end of the video. You know, about to go, don't remember. Isn't this the, what's it called? The landing port? Isn't that one dude here? Let's collect his money from this guy.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon?
What's
Let me
that?
see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
I don't think he did.
The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
I don't know what this guy's talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just my luck. I asked for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanics.
Okay.
Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising.
You want me to go deal with it, I
When the
guess?
swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot?
Probably.
Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Nah. I will be your
I've
gun
been gathering
fryer.
up a war chest over the years. So tuna cans mostly, some spacious
Okay.
chaw,
You got
a
any
few bit
rail
cards.
guns?
I'll reward you for your aid.
Okay.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
Exactly. Resistance teams. What do you need
They
done?
have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
I'll deal with it, Captain. If I'm going after the mechanical scout, I'll use a couple
Mechanical's
pointers.
got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Okay, that's not a very technical term, but thank you for telling me. There's a camp here. Apathy log. Petrol mating habits. Kane Van Heckler's Spacer's Choice. I don't know, man. Assigned to Terra 2. This week I've decided to study mating habits. The female birds leave their nest area in the morning and return in the afternoon with random objects, typically something shiny or bright. Then they build displays for these objects and perform what I call only describe as a dance for an audience of males. If a male likes what he sees, the two go off and nest together in one of the nearby trees. Gerald, if you're reading this, I'm done waiting for you, collecting my things, and meet me at the next site. And don't be late. Expect punctuality from my assistance. Punctuality from my assistance. Are you Gerald? He got up. Not my fault. Oh, these are bats. Oh my god, wrong thing. Also, your corpses. I think I just destroyed a whole mating season. Killed them all. At least I made it to the guy. Hello, robot.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
Yeah, but I don't have engineer 30.
Navigation systems have determined this location as Spacer's Choice. designated mechanical repair bay. Attempting to misdirect or confuse a Spacer's Choice mechanical is a punishable offense. Please report yourself to your supervisor.
No, the fuck would I do that?
Damage to navigation systems detected. Attempting to return to designated repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed.
I have to come back on my engineering 30 to fix that guy. Or should I just kill him? Killing him's crazy. The moment I heard the fucking beeping, I knew it was a goddamn mine. God damn it. Yeah, I got one of these now. What y'all gonna do? Behind me? Oh my god. Oh my god, he has one too. I'm dead. He blew himself up. Oh my god, he's stupid. I'm playing CSGO right now. Valorant. So these can like fucking fall out. Every single place has a goddamn loading screen, bro. Rob your shit. They call me robbing, but the whole time I'm robbing, you know how I'm coming. There's a lot of dudes here. You ready? He's running up on me so quickly. What the fuck? Uh-oh. No, I'm not hiding. I think you're hiding. Yeah, the shit ain't so fun, huh? When you're gonna use against you. Because you bastards fucking destroy me with this. When I sprint, I cannot turn very well. It's a lot. Give me the goods. I got the first aid room key. Sorry? What are we playing here? Is that better armor? No, it wasn't. Now I have to decide whether to give it to that old dude or give it to the girl. I'm giving it to the old man because the old man asked me first.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
Mm. Do you even have the plague?
You wanna mingle, go try the cantina.
I'm actually not sure if I should give it to you or not. Give it to her to help other people. Or give it to him because he can help himself with the plague. I'll give it to you. You probably help the better than other people.
I've got some time. Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again.
Ooh,
I want to
smuggling.
make a habit
Smuggler
of sorting
types.
smuggler types.
I'm not a smuggler.
You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you,
I
I
know.
kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me.
What?
Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
Goodbye to you. Your relation with the faction has changed. Enemies are hostile, but your rotation isn't kill on sight. Okay, so how do I host my weapons? Can I host them? I can. What are my other missions? Stranger in a strange land. Die robot. That's completed. Okay. Small grave matter. Let's finish this. I think I'm really close.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
I'm for your Versailles fees.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable. Eugene wasn't family.
What's he then?
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death.
Oh,
I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines.
that makes no fucking sense.
Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Can't be serious.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
God damn.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
This is crazy. Man's committed suicide, and you're only thing you're upset about is that you have to pay his fucking fees, man. That's just insane. Man, these people are pissing me off, bro. Silas, man. Out of all the money that you want from most people, besides the broke doctor in there.
Fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
Nick's all dead.
You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Exactly,
That's the word,
sex extortion.
Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
All right. You guys need help over here, man. Hey, man. Let me check your back room. They have dead bodies in here, honestly. I know about Theodore. What you know about Theodore? Conrad, receptionist. Oh yeah, shot himself this bad. Company's gonna have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Space Choice property. Eugene has an assistant. Was an asset, and somebody has to pay his body price. This is gonna ruin us. So I think that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth, gorillas, and he's working as a fucking receptionist. Heirlooms passed down from his family or something. Full gold teeth. You're processing his body right. Just dig around and pry them out. We'll sell teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bitch to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk about me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Woggle your eyebrows or something. Oh, she already paid back his body price. And yeah, I don't think you have his gold teeth anymore. I know about Eugene. When I use his teeth.
You know about Eugene? How?
I'm a mind reader.
You were probably poking around my things. I really shouldn't leave my letters sitting out in the open. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
Cap.
More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
You probably can.
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
That's horrible.
It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Fuck Edgewater. This place sucks. Every 5 seconds. Everything and everyone in this place is property and property alone. Nobody has a fucking real life out here, bro. They're just Spacer's Choice's assets. You know, there's so much fucking going wrong with this place, right? How about you ask Spacer's Choice for some fucking help? Actually, no, probably because they'll fucking destroy this whole town. How much fucking, how much debt they're about to go into. If they even ask for help with the Marauders and the Plague.
Something I can do for you?
Your fucking teeth.
Yeah? What about him? Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we were supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead. Let me know if you find anything.
Now I have to go find Eugene's body from Marauders.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I won't be here for a while. Trust me. I won't have to wait for you also.
Drink sometime.
I don't want to drink. I want some money.
Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting.
I made
I
you never
shook
said
hands
that.
with the guy. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see? Yeah?
I should go. Goodbye, good sir. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm here to contact somebody about my broken ship.
Miss Holcomb, I need you to explain this real. The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Yeah.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
She's familiar.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
What are you staring at me for?
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
I wouldn't let you finish.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice.
Spacer's Choice, blah, blah,
my
blah.
Apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I don't want it for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Yeah, this fucking sucks.
I understand. Your business is your own. Nonetheless, you are welcome in our little outpost. Outsiders are a rare sight in the Vale. If you are a freelancer, then I have use for you. There is pay to be earned or supplies to tide you over, as you prefer. The sort of work for which I cannot spare my own people. I am in the midst of a difficulty, the resolution of which requires a third party. You. There's an old botanical lab, mostly abandoned now, but still eating up power from our plant. Power which our cannery sorely needs. I need you to go to the geothermal plant and reroute power from the botanical lab over to us. Simple as that.
Well, maybe most of the fucking deserters are there, aren't they?
I'm not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
The fucking deserters. The martyrs are people. They just like evil people.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
You can bring them home, but they won't be happy. Don't me killing anybody, okay?
Off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
In town sucks, though. Don't make any promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
I could use coffee.
Great. I got my wrenches and diagnosticators
You sound real familiar.
engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that.
You sound like
Best of
Pan
luck to
Am,
you,
kind of.
and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger.
Who is she?
I know.
Baresta friend, companion.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
All right. Get out of here. Are you gonna talk now?
We better clear
Okay.
up. Hey, mister, can we talk?
I think she just want to talk to you, bro.
You got a minute?
What do you want?
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me.
How'd you know?
It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died.
To the plague, huh?
Real big to do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
This town does suck.
Life's hard here.
Difficult.
Especially for them that don't fit in so well.
Tragic, even.
We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk
Spacer's
to the
Choice,
townspeople.
that's worse than fucking marauders.
Max, his name is. About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town.
You don't sound like Pan Am. What are you talking about?
It's just an idea. That's all. Thanks, mister. I just think
calling you mister like I'm
decision that'll
old.
hurt somebody. It's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Oh my god, how old are you? Like 17, 19? What the fuck are you talking about? Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Oh, let's talk about that last one.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife.
Yeah,
I can see
fucking
why
over.
that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
How handsomely talking.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I am.
It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
I was afraid to
Thank you.
stupid with.
If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
I like to make a copy of this book and sell that bitch. Check out this new gun I just got. The bloom is kind of insane. I won't lie. The bloom is kind of nasty. It does strike though, so can't be. What the fuck are you saying? Yeah, they're all dead. Economical and a political state of the damn world. Collector's letter. I just got the letters today. Corporation ordered me to relocate the Edgewater cannery effective immediately. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community center, selling rare memorabilia, but the scripture tells us that all things happen for a reason. Work fortifies the spirit and all. As for my book collection, I can't bear to part with it. Don't want these books moldering in some contraband locker, so I stashed them away in a cave over by the river. So I want to test my new pistol out. They're already all dead. Fuck. I guess you guys are used to killing people. Or marauders, because you guys don't consider them people. Contraband locker. Yeah, very easy. I wonder if I can ask you to think about that. I'm dead. I guess I fell for it eventually. Anything deeper in the cave? Oh my god, there's so many of them. Oh my god! There's actually like so many fucking gorillas. Fake eye gorillas. Why are they so fast? I'm not safe. I'm never safe. Where's... Throw some rocks at me and shit. Why the fuck were there so many gorillas? Look how much I do, like no damage. Provocateur, you still alive? You are.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Yeah, fix them. That's why I brought you. I can do it myself. Go ahead. I will.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the by.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Right.
Bring us honor, soldier. You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination.
Yeah.
You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Fucking weirdo. What is this? I can't pick it up. Why can't I pick it up?
Bring us honor, soldier.
I have your secret weapon.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson. I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
Alright, good sir.
There's
Rip
the
it out his head.
If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries, so you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're gonna have to find an intact model somehow.
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons and such. Stuff you can put hands to. Computers and mechanical brains are outside my ken.
You know, she names the mechanical she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on. Keep a careful eye on her. Could be a sympathizer.
Alright, what are you planning though?
Don't tell anyone, alright? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits.
So you're not getting scammed?
Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. Didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you.
Do you at least say you have one? Not that you're going to get one.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Thanks, man. Pouring out the good stuff. So you the damn logic manual.
Okay, gone quiet.
How do you feel about killing robots? Do you not like the thought? Like, you be naming them and shit, but do you like not want to kill them kind of thing, you know?
Oh, processing.
Get ready.
I don't think you care. You can't mantle in this game. Fucking electric fence at the door. Oh, we in.
Halt. Security patrol initiated.
I guess technically I am in combat. Technically. Damn, this thing works really well. As you get these robots frying them. Error. Security log inaccessible. In keeping Space Choice company policy, all security logs have been terminated. Attention schedule. Security updates at Space Choice facility are critically overdue. Your last scheduled security update occurred on blah 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 blah.
System.
Here they come! Right! Don't mess it up!
I was inside. Boys.
I don't know you.
I don't know you
Whatever
either.
you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Oh, it is.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. A Geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
I should actually know what Adelaide is.
Well, look at you, buzzing around the Aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
They definitely did. She's eating right now.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Why'd I say that?
Appreciate it. Honest. Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I can.
Nah.
What is it?
None of those highly graded on this question gonna help me. Adelaide McDevitt. What a name. The place is beautiful and nice.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
No.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile?
Yeah,
Let's hear
here.
it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
It's not really peace, more get your ass back here.
Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my owner
Fire.
are just fine out here by ourselves.
That peace offering is canned because they're like a cannery.
You're doing this for Reed? Why? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Yeah, but sometimes the best option isn't really the best option, you know what I mean? I could divert the power, right, and fuck up everybody's lives there, but what if some people don't want to leave? What if they want to stay at the fucking cannery? I'm just ripping them out, forcing them to fuck up shit.
Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us, shut down Reed's cannery, and scrap it for parts.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
What do you think?
Yeah, huh?
Pavarati.
You mean about the...
Oh yeah, this side right there. Supposed to be a clean situation.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
It
just comes off cold to me, is all. Sorry. I know, it's none of my business. It's not like I think it a failing, mine. It's just I live right across the road. Most nights I watch folks out my window. When they come in here, they might be happy or sad. Mostly they're tired. When they leave, they're mad at themselves. Or they stumble into the alley and I listen to their hearts breaking.
God damn it, my perceptions. I can't do it.
Maybe so. But we don't think on it that way.
Can I buy her armor from here? I can. Fucking sucks though.
The control room should be off.
I kind of want to hear what you have to say about this. Don't say that, because decision falls on to me. Talking about I hope.
Here we go.
I hope we're doing the right thing too. Sometimes you think you're saving somebody, but they don't want to be saved. They're like where they are. Then 5 subordinates who were able to devise some significant justification for the ongoing employment. Sorry, my bad. Excuse me. I'd like to remind the Overseas Committee that while most of Emerald Valley has failed to meet its production and output quotas, partially in agriculture and fishing, Canadian departments, neither of which are anywhere close to profitable, the Emerald Valley government remains committed to proving cheap and cost-efficient power to the entire region. We have investigated claims made against profitably the Great Emerald Valley region. Our offices agree with you. Agriculture and fishing / canning have experienced a steady decline, with the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains somewhat profitable. Our offices are currently investigating ways to implement additional cost-saving measures, which will ultimately lead to a leaner and more streamlined, more efficient geothermal power plant. Please be informed that Spacer's Choice Development and Oversight Office has taken a significant insurance policy against the Emerald Vale. What do you mean? Emerald Vale geothermal plant. The office would like to ensure that the insurance policy is standard procedure. Do not attempt to interrupt, understand, or otherwise interpret the meaning of this decision. As a special courtesy, we have I can't fucking read. A special courtesy, we have developed, not developed. As special courtesy, we have deployed a proprietary team of engineering specialists to the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. This team of specialists has been instructed to refill and upgrade the plant's population and auto mechanicals free of charge. Is that it? What was it? Maybe I can't read because I'm reading too fast. I need to slow it down for you guys. I read fast as shit in my head. I was a companion quest. I need to get this guy the logic manual first. That's what he needs from me. I have to take another hit. This fucking laughing gas, bro. I need the chief's geothermal security chief's key card. I'm not picklocking no fucking doors. I believe in them being blue says there's something in them or they're accessible. Accessible. Let's go terminal here and see what this says. Chester Higgins, again, the whole head found him fiddling around with one of the mechanicals, so I had to write him up for tampering with company property, just in case I'm reading this a couple of days from now and feeling bad for what I've done. Let me just remind myself that I warned him before. He's always been a little crooked in the skull. He was working on some logic module. I confiscated it. Should be in my lock-away room for the foreseeable future. Doesn't sit right with me. Company's been replacing our guards with auto mechanicals. At this rate, I'm going to end up at a chief of security with no staff. Just a small army of mechanicals knocking about, guns pointed every which way. Company tells me they're safe, programmed to treat humans like their own. People are liable to break down, but auto mechanicals never will. I don't know. Doesn't sit right with me, but the company's never been wrong, I suppose. I mean, they have been wrong a lot. Personal logs of this chief of security again. Worse has happened. Mechanical's gone crazy. Locked myself down here. Just trying to gather my courage. Got to make a mad dash for the control room. Might be able to shut things down. This is an automated message initiated by the Space Choice Worker Safety protocols. A security lockdown has been initiated. This is not a test. Your behavior during this lockdown will be reviewed. Oh my god. Anxiety is a common side effect of life-threatening situations. Engendered by security lockdown. What does that even? I don't know. Fight back against anxiety with the ice cold. Okay. You dead ass hate this place. I would. Every 5 seconds something happens. Yo. Toss an ad. Like real quick. They do that with fucking everything. They just toss ads in your face. It's the way I came in. The fucking auto mechanicals went crazy and killed everybody here. Talking about they're safer. I had to borrow your copy of Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. Radio's been sputtering and I need the reference. I returned the copy to repair the bay. Chaos everywhere. Mechanicals gone haywire. Gunfire. Hearing some screams. Oh law, I think it's someone's leg. Would like to leave early for the day. Please deduct the linguistic fee from my pay. Thank you. Proud to be a member of Space Choice family. No, you're not. No, you're not. Space Choice fucking sucks, man. I'd rather fucking work for Umbrella Corp, even fucking Vault-Tec. You know, working for Vault-Tec, you're like one of those. Actually, depends on who you were. If you were in the vaults, I don't know, you know. I'd rather work for Vault-Tec though. I'd rather be an evil corporation than these guys, man. This is disgustingly evil. Can I go this way? Or is this just another way out of the building?
Here we go.
This is probably the control room. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, this is the place to redirect the power. I want to sit on that a little bit longer. Really think of what I gotta do. I'm probably gonna redirect the power to the good people, I guess. There should only be auto mechanicals in here. So I'm gonna just keep this out. You know, you're just a plant worker, okay. Thought you had the cheapest security. Need that key card off him.